Hello, my name is Betty Jo Harris, and this is the draft of my final video presentation. I did my essay on contemporary media literacies versus traditional literacies on an older adult student. And by older adult, I mean someone who has either started their education again or decided to further their education for the first time. When a person takes the decision or makes the decision to further or continue their education, one quickly discovers that traditional methods in which they learned has changed due to modern technology. Students learn of a new concept called contemporary media literacies. Depending on how long it has been since the student attended school, out the window is traditional literacy and what that basic skill set means. Adult students would have attended school when learning had very simple means of technology. A student is thrusted forward into the 21st century and all that modern technology has to offer. All types of technology are used in the classroom, no matter what the level of learning where you might be. The students are impacted by both literacies or skill sets. Can the student move forward easily, or will it take some time to get adjusted? The impact of contemporary media literacies will potentially change everything for the older student. Contemporary media literacies are not a new concept, as it has been around for years and becomes more developed with the introduction of any new technology. The term was defined on the website medialit.org as the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media in a variety of frames. The website even takes the definition one step further by stating, media literacy is a 21st century approach to education. It provides a framework to access. Analyze, evaluate, and create and participate with messages in a variety of forms, from print to video to the internet. Media literacy builds an understanding of the role of media in society, as well as essential skills of inquiry and self-expression necessary for citizens of a democracy. Again, this was found on medialit.org. The New London Group first looked at the concept of contemporary media literacy in 1994. The group brainstormed and came up with a description and framework. The group published the information in 1996, and then they realized that times were changing, and to learn and move forward, the world would need to change too. No longer is it easy just to pick up a book and read, to learn how to read from a book or write on paper with a pen. The adult students who are engaging in a new academic career will probably face some challenges as they migrate through the next several years of college. The generations that are coming through college now have already been introduced to this newer way of learning and being taught through different media literacies. While there are still traditional skill sets that are taught, the focus is not there as much as it once was. Traditional literacies are how we are taught to read, write, speak, and to listen. For an older student, simply writing an essay or a research paper involved a trip to the library. The librarian and the card catalog were your best friends. It was a physical undertaking for someone to complete the paper, and you just did not sit in front of a computer and type your topic in a search engine. Once you have used a search engine, the student realizes the endless possibilities. We are, on the other hand, thumbed through the card catalog, and you went to find the sources that you needed. Students also read books and not e-books, and when you attended college, you purchased books for your classes and not an access code for the book. Class settings were desks, chairs, pencil sharpeners, and a chalkboard. Your assignments were physically turned in to the teacher and not submitted online. Cursive writing was once a requirement, but today cursive writing is an afterthought. The most modern technology we had was a calculator and a typewriter. We fast forward now to the millennial generation. They have learned with the use of computers, tablets, phones, digital technology, and the internet. However, what they have learned allows instant communication and access to a wealth of information. One can argue that to be fully prepared for the world once they graduate, but are they really? Does the older student have the advantage? They already have the skill set for the traditional literacies and now they will have the skill set for contemporary media literacies. It was best said at isla.onlinelibrary.wiley.com, millennials lack the basic academic skills as well as the literacy skills to cope with a barrage of messages they are confronted with every day. A prime example of the differences in the generations of learning is that most people communicate through texting today. How many times did you receive a text with 3 to 4 letter acronyms or short incomplete words? The gap shows the millennial generation has so adapted to this new form of language they forget what real words are. They literally write like they text. One can only imagine how a teacher or professor might cringe when they read text words instead of proper English. As we continue to grow older, our minds do not work as good as or as fast as they may have used to. The older adult student will have to make concessions to learn with media literacies in order to be successful during their academic careers. They will have to learn to process the information in a different manner. The sheer size of contemporary media literacies is fast growing and has a range of backgrounds and interests. The adult student will need to figure out how quickly they will fit in. One must identify the message from the different media literacies, and here's where the difference between traditional literacies will come into play. The student will not only have to identify the message, but clearly understand or be able to analyze what they are learning. They cannot just rely on what they have learned previously. The adult student, too, must rely on contemporary media literacies. The impact of contemporary media literacy versus traditional literacies could be overwhelming for the adult student. The discussion could go on for a while to argue why both are important. Adult students will see the concept of media literacies as a whole new set of ideas. For the ones who have been using the practice for quite some time, might feel those words are losing its meaning. The argument could be that the adult student has the advantage because they came from an era when all they had was traditional literacies, but now they are having to learn about media literacies. The adult student having the skill sets for both types of literacies could be what helps to set them apart. Thanks.